Hello, everyone. Welcome to WorkRise Shorts. I'm Megan Tackney, Director of Partnerships and Engagement here at WorkRise. WorkRise is a research to action network focused on jobs, workers, and mobility, hosted by the Urban Institute. Today, we have a great conversation lined up with Sam Bradley, Jr., who's an assistant professor in the School of Social Work at Boston College. We'll be diving into their research, which looks at diversity, equity, and inclusion policies and practices in small and mid-sized businesses. Thank you for joining us, Sam. It's great to have you. The first thing, Sam, that I wanted to hear from you is what exact problem were you hoping to address with your research?
Thanks for asking that, Megan, and thanks for having me on this WorkRise short. I just want to say that I'm very thankful for the funding that WorkRise has supported us to be able to do the work that has really helped to advance DEI practice within small and medium-sized organizations. And for me, the workplace has always been an important point of reflection and meditation and research. I started my time doing political organizing in Louisiana before I actually became an academic at Boston College. And so I was very interested in ways that we could help support the practice of DEI within organizations in terms of employment systems. How might we be able to build, rebuild, modify different aspects of employment, such as promotion and advancement or career training and development in a meaningful way for employees and for organizations to be able to get the most out of it.
Sorry about that, Sam. So, Sam, why is this a problem? Why did you look at DEI and why does it matter?
Well, more and more we hear reports from the workplace of things that happen that feel discriminatory and prevent especially marginalized workers, or I should say historically vulnerable workers, such as folks of color and women, finding it more difficult to advance in the workplace. And of course, we all know that a good job is the key to being able to have a healthy, sustainable life. And so we want to really be able to support workers wherever we go. The other thing I'll add is here in the United States, we are projected to diversify much more than we already are by about the year, I believe, 2040. And so this is not a problem that's simply going to just go away. As we have more diverse cultural beings working in the workforce, there may be times where conflict arises. And so we really want to look at ways where we can help organizations really thrive and workers really thrive.
So in your study, what were your specific research findings?
One of the most interesting research findings was that 65% of organizations said that they thought that DEI was an important business imperative within their organization. And yet when we asked and surveyed organizational leaders, they told 2/3 of them told us that they thought that their DEI initiatives were actually underfunded within their organization. Our unique approach to research also allows us to be able to look across employment systems. And what I really mean by that is just through the entire life cycle of a job. We know you'll be hired. We know that you'll have supervision and mentorship. We know that you'll have training and development. And so we really want to look at these different aspects of what it means to have an employment experience and to begin to be able to plan for ways in which we can actually improve those systems. And so we asked a series of questions related to those systems in terms of what are the most equitable and what are the least equitable. The most equitable employment systems we found were recruitment and hiring, compensation and benefits, and orientation and onboarding, whereas the least equitable systems were resources and supports, job structures, which is another way of saying workplace flexibility, and supervision and mentorship.
So when you think about your research, who is best positioned to do something about it?
I think that DEI practice within organizations is really a team effort. And so what I mean by that is obviously organizational leaders, the chief human resource officer, vice presidents and CEOs of organizations are responsible for setting the tone and culture within organizations and to committing their organizations to investing in robust DEI programs within their organizations. And at the same time, a part of our lab really says that co-design is an important aspect of the work that happens within organizations. meaning that organizational leaders should really call upon their employees across the entire organization. And that means hourly workers, part-time workers, and diverse workers, and ask them, what do you need and how can we begin to plan and prepare for programs that support you and help you to thrive in the workplace.
Makes sense. That's great. Thank you, Sam. Well, thank you for your time with us. This was super interesting. And you can read more about Sam's great work on our WorkRise and Working Knowledge site, as well as our research site. So thank you, Sam, and we hope to continue to be in touch.